stop. Taking weight loss supplements like these makes your metabolism slower.
I couldn't believe what this celebrity nutritionist told me about my metabolism.
The key isn't calorie counting. It's something 99% judged by others every time you eat in public, and no more worries about heart disease, diabetes, or joint problems. Instead, you'll be eating your favorite foods without guilt or fear. You'll once again be active, traveling, shopping for clothes you love, and enjoying time with your kids or grandkids. Your energy levels will soar. Your skin will look younger. Sleep will be more restful. You'll be feeling 10 years younger. And because this natural fat-burning hack targets the biological root cause of your weight problems, once your metabolism resets, it stays that way, no matter what you eat. No more feeling trapped in a cycle of frustration and failure. Watching the scale climb higher after every diet attempt, living in constant fear of health complications. The $255 billion weight loss industry is doing everything in its power to keep this hidden. They want you to stay dependent on their programs, meal plans, and risky injections for life. And in this banned video, I'll show you step by step how to use this 30-second Spanish orange peel trick at home right now. I guarantee you've never seen or tried anything like this before. Time is ticking. I'm not sure how long this video will remain online, so pay close attention and watch until the end before this video disappears, because it's time to free yourself from stubborn weight gain once and for all. Are you ready? Hey, as I said, I'm Dr. Michael Reeves. I live with my family just outside Houston, Texas. I'm a clinical nutritionist and medical researcher with over 15 years of experience. You may have seen my work cited in nutritional journals or featured in health segments on major networks discussing breakthrough findings on metabolic health and weight management. But none of that expertise mattered when it came to helping my wife Jenny with her weight struggle. This may sound familiar. Jenny was always fit and active, but after our fourth child was born, she had a really hard time losing the pregnancy weight. In fact, even after 18 months after giving birth to our youngest, Jenny was still 45 pounds heavier than she'd been before she became pregnant. Everyone from her OBGYN to her primary care physician started lecturing Jenny and giving her these dire warnings about the dangers of not losing weight. And that frustrated the heck out of my poor wife, and personally it really ticked me off because it's not like Jenny wanted to be 45 pounds overweight. She was just having the darndest time getting rid of all the extra pounds that were now clinging to her belly, butt, arms, thighs, and hips. And she told me that it felt like something deep inside her was broken. Was it her hormones, her metabolism, something to do with her gut? Well, Jenny said she felt completely lost, like she was stuck and didn't know where to turn. And what Jenny was dealing with went far beyond those high numbers on her bathroom scale. Her energy levels plummeted. She had constant joint pain, and her confidence was disappearing. Even her skin was noticeably drier and paler, and her digestion was a mess. We tried everything: keto, paleo, intermittent fasting, high protein diets. I mean, we spent a fortune on organic foods and meal replacement shakes, all of which kept getting more and more expensive due to inflation. And Jenny even tried doing 10,000 steps every single day, though with her declining energy and constant joint pain, she found it impossible to be consistent. Well, add it up, and Jenny was now spending thousands of extra dollars each year between gym memberships, personal trainers, special foods, and various supplements. And she even tried those famous new GLP-1 weight loss injections, but the side effects were unbearable. She had severe nausea and digestive issues, and with a price of $1,300 a month, it was more than we could afford. I read everything I could find on how to help her, but nothing worked. Well, over the next 2 years, her weight kept climbing higher and higher, only to get worse no matter what we tried, leaving her feeling hopeless and defeated. Higher every month until she was 57 pounds heavier than before her pregnancy. I mean, Jenny used to love hosting gatherings for our extended family and friends, but now she'd just hide in the kitchen preparing food, barely participating in conversations. She said it felt like her body was holding her hostage, leaving her constantly worried that everyone was judging her appearance and thinking that she had let herself go. Well, why can other women bounce back after pregnancy and stay slim when I can't lose a single pound no matter what I do? What's wrong with me, she would say. You see, I know exactly what you're going through right now because I watched my wife live through these same feelings every day. It broke my heart seeing the way Jenny was struggling. And yet, while I didn't think it could get any worse, well, I was wrong.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God, Jenny. I found her collapsed on our living room floor right after our youngest child's 4th birthday party. It happened in front of all 4 of our kids, and I will never forget the scared, confused look on their faces as they watched their mother crumple to the ground. The ambulance rushed her to the hospital where they stabilized her, and she was lucky to be alive. The ER doctors found dangerous levels of visceral fat literally suffocating her organs, and her blood sugar levels were in the pre-diabetic range despite having no family history of diabetes. If you're overweight, you're 60% more likely to develop heart disease. That's something my wife was now at serious risk for. You're also 55% more likely to suffer a stroke and 77% more likely to develop diabetes. And being significantly overweight can shorten your life expectancy by up to 14 years. Pretty scary, isn't it? I'm just happy she was okay. But with her rapidly declining health, I knew we didn't have much time. Yet what happened next was the most bizarre and eye-opening moment of my life, and the breakthrough that she needed. And in just a second, I'll show you why you need this breakthrough too. That night I couldn't sleep. The clock showed 2:45 a.m. and my mind was still racing. So I grabbed my phone, scrolling through social media, watching one video after another. And then I saw it, buried way down at the bottom of my feed. A strange little video with literally just 3 views. Its title, The Miracle of Andalusian Health. I tapped play, and I had zero idea that what I was about to see would completely transform my wife's life forever.
Hi, I'm Dr. Elena Mendez. I'm a former pharmaceutical researcher with over 20 years of experience studying weight management and metabolic disorders. I've worked with patients from all walks of life, consulted for major hospitals, and even advised celebrity clients and royalty. But today, I'm speaking to you from a remote village in southern Spain called Carmona. Only about 800 people live here, and yet they appear to hold an incredible secret.
Over the next hour, I watched in awe as Dr. Mendez revealed the world of Carmona, a small, picturesque village nestled in the Andalusian countryside surrounded by orange groves and olive trees. So I learned that Carmona is most famous for being called the Village of Eternal Youth, where locals routinely live into their 80s and 90s, free from any of the diseases that plague folks in the rest of the world. What was even more interesting, at least to me, was that the inhabitants of Carmona had virtually no incidence of obesity or stubborn weight gain issues. The men with chiseled physiques who were working in the fields well into their 70s. You had women with energetic movements and slim figures who maintained perfect weight even past 80 years old, despite eating rich, fatty foods. They enjoyed bread with every meal. They drank endless glasses of wine. They ate fatty meats with dinner and indulged in sugary pastries almost every day. And yet somehow They maintained ideal body composition. Well, Spain has significant obesity problems in urban areas, but people here in Carmona seemed completely immune to the condition. They have one of the highest concentrations of slim, healthy adults in Europe, and they experience virtually zero obesity, diabetes, cancer, or dementia. And Dr. Mendez, despite her decades of medical research, admitted she couldn't fully explain why. Well, I was captivated and I felt like I had to talk to this woman. I don't know why, but I was desperate. And after watching my wife try every diet, every exercise plan, every miracle supplement imaginable, I was willing to follow any lead I could get. She seemed so busy, hard to reach. Still, I tried, and I called and called until finally.
Yes, hello?
Oh, Dr. Mendez. Yeah, I'm grateful you answered. She spoke with a gentle authority, compassionate yet direct. What she said in the next few minutes turned everything I thought I knew about weight loss upside down.
First, you need to understand something very important. None of this is your fault. The minute your weight starts to increase, they tell you to cut out all carbs, count every calorie, and exercise until you're exhausted, right? That's the trap. From that point on, you're stuck in a losing game. This is how the weight loss industry makes its billions. They set you up to manage symptoms forever, so you keep buying their products. Ask yourself, when was the last time a diet program told you weight gain could be reversed, not just managed? The answer is almost certainly never, right? Because when you force your body into these restrictive diets and rely solely on willpower, you end up triggering a negative feedback loop deep inside. Your body thinks, we're being starved, so it becomes even more efficient at storing fat and slowing your metabolism. A study published in the Journal of Obesity and Metabolic Research followed over 400 overweight adults who strictly followed standard diet protocols for 2 full years. Keto, paleo, calorie restrictions, you name it. These people tried it. At the end, most people had gained weight even when they were extremely strict about what they ate. Even worse, half of them developed additional health issues like diabetes, high cholesterol, and even cancer and heart disease within that time frame. In other words, conventional diets alone don't solve the problem. This is why so many people jump from one diet to another, from keto to intermittent fasting to paleo, and still don't see their condition improve. It's not your fault. And even worse, new findings from the University of California reveal that many common diet approaches can trigger long-term metabolic damage. They can lead to permanent slowing of your metabolism, dangerous hormone imbalances, and an increased risk of weight cycling. Researchers followed participants who used standard weight loss methods and found that years later, even with seemingly successful short-term loss, their metabolic health continued to deteriorate at an alarming rate.
It's crazy, right? Naturally slim people don't deprive themselves of every carb. They don't go to a restaurant and order a plain grilled chicken breast with a side of soggy, bland broccoli. They don't spend their mornings counting calories or feeling guilty about every bite they take. And you don't need to either, because in just a moment, I'm going to share how something called thermogenic resistance is secretly preventing every single cell in your body from burning fat efficiently, and why top medical teams at places like the University of Barcelona and Mayo Clinic have linked the breaking of this resistance to a rapid reversal in stubborn weight gain and all of its accompanying symptoms. I'm also going to show you how a simple 30-second Spanish orange peel trick that you can try at home right now can instantly end thermogenic resistance and restore your body's natural fat-burning ability, allowing you to finally reclaim control of your health.
Now, what about high-intensity workouts or walking 10,000 steps each day? The harsh truth is that you could camp out in the gym 24/7 and still not see long-term results. A major study published in the New England Journal of Medicine tracked 28,000 people who were 15 pounds overweight and who'd committed to going to the gym at least 5 times a week. The scientists doing this study followed the folks for 3 whole years. And guess what? After 3 years, almost none had kept off significant weight, and more than 70% actually gained back more weight than they initially lost, despite spending 7.5 hours per week at the gym on average. Imagine that. 3 years of gym membership dues, sitting in traffic, waking up early, and missing time with their families, and they ended up even heavier. This isn't about discipline. This is about a fundamentally flawed approach working against you. The system is broken. Instead of healing you, it keeps you dependent, spending money on special foods, expensive gym memberships, and endless doctor visits. All the while, your metabolism continues to slow down, refusing to burn fat efficiently. This is how the weight loss giants keep you on their products, literally and figuratively. They know the more desperate you become, the more money you'll spend trying the next so-called breakthrough program.
Hearing all of this, I felt so angry at the billion-dollar giants who run the weight loss industry. Their CEOs are driving around in luxury cars and flying on private jets to their exclusive island homes, while folks like you and my wife Jenny continue to struggle every single day. It made my blood boil. But I also had so many questions. How did these people in Carmona maintain ideal body weight and stay so healthy well into their 80s and 90s when they were eating bread with every meal and enjoying rich traditional Spanish cuisine? And was there some hidden factor that Dr. Mendez might be overlooking? I went straight to my computer and started digging. And what I found next is going to blow your mind. Okay, so at first, I looked at everything you'd expect. Their dietary patterns, their activity levels, their genetic background, how many calories they consume daily, even their water mineral content and environmental factors. Nothing fully explained why the people in Carmona maintain the ideal weight, abundant energy, and exceptional health without any dieting or intense exercise. But then I noticed something that no one else had bothered to look at, and it wasn't what I was expecting. After deeper investigation, I found something that had never been reported before, that alongside their high-carb, high-fat diet, they had just one thing once per day, a bitter species of orange that grows only in this region of Spain. A subspecies of Sevilla oranges, which locals call naranja amarga, that aren't your typical sweet oranges. Instead, they're mildly bitter, and locals incorporate them into almost every meal they make, even use them to flavor their wines and their morning cups of tea. Well, this remarkable fruit is packed with powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. Studies have even shown that it can reduce chronic inflammation by up to 62%. Others have found that it helps protect against heart disease and improve circulation by over 41%. And here's where things get really interesting. What makes these Seville oranges so special is a rare compound found primarily in their peels called P. synephrine. This natural alkaloid compound has been overlooked by Western researchers for decades, but it's finally getting attention for its remarkable effects on metabolism. P. synephrine is structurally similar to ephedrine, that ultra-popular weight loss supplement from years ago that was incredibly effective but got removed from the market due to its strong cardiovascular side effects.
60 million Americans were taking ephedrine products during the time Metabolite was being sold.
Now, the crucial difference is that P. synephrine provides the fat-burning benefits without the dangerous side effects. You don't feel jittery, you don't get heart palpitations, and your blood pressure remains stable. And it turns out to be this nearly miraculous compound because it's proven in multiple studies to put your body into a state of thermogenesis. Thermogenesis is where your body is basically forced to burn up stored fat for energy. It's universally known to be the #1 way to speed up your metabolism, and it's literally how fat loss works. But multiple studies from places like Harvard, Oxford, and Stanford Medical School have all recently found that after the age of 35, our body's ability to enter thermogenesis can decline rapidly. This thermogenic slowdown is especially pronounced in women due to hormonal changes, but it frequently affects men too, especially as their testosterone levels begin to decline. And this slowdown results in what Harvard endocrinologists have termed thermogenic resistance. That's a condition your metabolism literally refuses to burn the calories you consume for energy, instead continuously storing them as fat in your cells. Just look at what happened in this study conducted by scientists at the University of Louisiana Medical Center. They recruited a group of adults from ages 30 to 65. The only big difference between the participants is that about half of them had normal thermogenesis levels, while the other half had metabolisms that struggled to activate the fat-burning state of thermogenesis. And then the scientists monitored all participants' weight and metabolism for 6 months. And this monitoring didn't involve any dietary restrictions or exercise regimens, by the way. The scientists just wanted to observe how both groups processed the same foods during those 180 days. But what happened by the end was shocking. The people with normal metabolisms showed a remarkable 74% better fat-burning response than those with thermogenic resistance. Even more incredibly, those whose metabolisms could easily enter a state of thermogenesis also maintained healthy weight, experienced fewer energy crashes, slept significantly better, and their overall health markers remained significantly better as well. This study is fascinating because it proves what so many of us have always suspected, that it literally doesn't matter how many diets you try or how strictly you count calories. If your metabolism struggles to enter the state of thermogenesis, you will always struggle with weight issues, and you'll have to worry about scary complications like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and stroke. Now, normally, The only way to even partially break through thermogenic resistance is through extreme high-intensity workouts or exposure to intense cold, like, for example, doing ice baths or cold plunges every day. But this special compound inside these Spanish orange peels triggers thermogenesis naturally, without having to exhaust yourself with exercise or expose yourself to freezing temperatures. And even better, brand new research published in top medical journals found that piscinephrine works by activating what scientists call beta-3 adrenergic receptors too. Beta-3 receptors are essentially these switches on your fat cells that, when they're turned on, trigger your body to burn stored fat instead of hoarding it. And what the researchers at both the Mayo Clinic and University of Barcelona found is that the moment these fat-burning switches are activated on your cells, your body enters a continuous state of thermogenesis, burning fat 24/7 even while you sleep. Now, the people of Carmona are consistently activating these fat-burning switches every day with these bitter oranges, allowing them to maintain ideal weight despite their rich diets. And get this, the concentration of piscinephrine is incredibly high in the peels of these oranges, 30 times higher than in the fruit itself and 11 times more potent than in other citrus varieties. Now, no wonder the locals specifically use the peels in their daily routines. I'm just returning from the research library at Harvard Medical School, where I've been reviewing the most groundbreaking study. It was published in Nature, which is one of the most prestigious medical journals in the world. And it was led by two leading scientists from the National Institutes of Health, the NIH. Now, what they've just demonstrated is truly revolutionary through a remarkable methodology. They managed to isolate the piscinephrine compound from Seville orange peels and test its effects on metabolism in a controlled setting. Just after 1 week, the men and women in this study experienced a 51% increase in fat burning, with zero changes to their diets or exercise routines. And after 6 weeks, the participants showed an average weight loss of 21 pounds, all without being told to limit their intake of sugars or carbohydrates and without increasing their physical activity. Incredible, right? Over the next few days, I dug even deeper and I uncovered 14 more studies. Serious, peer-reviewed research from places like the International Journal of Obesity and Journal of Metabolic Research. Every single one pointed to the same truth. Piscinephrine from Seville orange peels activates thermogenesis, which is the key to fast, effective, and sustainable fat loss. And get this, when a major international study specifically examined the residents of Carmona, it turned out that their thermogenesis levels weren't just slightly higher than the average person's. They were remarkably elevated, showing nearly 7 times more activity than what you'd find in people living in the United States, Canada, or most European countries. So now it makes sense why these villagers, who regularly consume bread, fatty meats, and sugary pastries for dessert, maintain perfectly defined physiques well past 80 years old. They never develop obesity. They're seemingly immune to diseases like Alzheimer's, diabetes, arthritis, and cancer that affect hundreds of millions worldwide. Their daily consumption of piscinephrine from Seville orange peels keeps their metabolisms in a near constant state of thermogenesis, allowing their bodies to burn fat properly, no matter what foods they enjoy. But hold on. Don't book a flight to Carmona just to consume fresh Seville oranges, because as I soon discovered, that's not the entire story. I discovered that the locals also love consuming special Spanish red apples they call manzanas de vitalidad, or apples of vitality. Now, these are not just any apples. They're a special variety that grows in the countryside near Carmona, and they're only found in a few remote valleys in the entire region. The elders of Carmona have a special process for fermenting these apples to make a sweet-tasting dessert vinegar, which they use daily to flavor their meals and their wine. And it turns out that this sweet, sugary vinegar is loaded with unique nutrients that mimic the effects of those expensive GLP-1 weight loss medications that cost thousands of dollars per month. The University of Texas found this sugary dessert vinegar reduced hunger hormones by an astonishing 279% and stimulated weight loss by 43% in a series of clinical trials. And even better, participants who regularly consumed the sugary vinegar from these apples reported feeling more energetic and mentally clear within just days. And guess what? Studies in 2 world-renowned journals, the International Journal of Obesity and Journal of Metabolic Research, both found that Spanish red apple vinegar extract enhances the thermogenic effects of piscinephrine and transforms the body's ability to burn fat. That's not all there is to say about the diets of the folks of Carmona. Locals there also swear by a plant they call pimiento roja, or Andalusian red pepper. This isn't the common variety that you might find elsewhere. Now, this plant thrives in the mineral-rich soil of southern Spain. The villagers dry and grind these peppers to make a warming spice that they add to many dishes. And studies show that a unique form of capsaicin that's found exclusively in these peppers increases calorie burning by 25% for over 3 hours after consumption, and achieved a remarkable 97% effectiveness in clinical trials. Well, that's probably why researchers at the University of Barcelona recently called the capsaicin and Andalusian red peppers, quote, one of the most powerful metabolic boosters in the world, unquote, because it creates an afterburn effect similar to intense exercise. And they weren't exaggerating. Thousands of studies show that it helps increase thermogenesis. It reduces inflammation. It supports efficient fat metabolism, and even shields the cardiovascular system from the damage that chronic obesity can cause. And yes, of course, the capsaicin in Andalusian red pepper also happens to help enhance the thermogenic effects of pisonephrine and adds even more support to your body's natural ability to burn fat effectively. Check out my wife's medical scans. Her thermogenesis levels were 63% lower than the average person, and a shocking 89% lower than those people in Carmona. Her body simply couldn't burn fat properly, so it kept accumulating around her organs and midsection. For decades, scientists wondered if it was even possible to do anything about thermogenic resistance, especially after you turn 35. But after uncovering all these powerful plants and confirming the research, I was 100% convinced there was. Still, I wasn't done. I reached back out to Dr. Mendez, who was thrilled and eager to help. She opened up her personal contact list and introduced me to her network of scientific colleagues from across the globe. And as a result, I was able to find 2 more incredible compounds that are like a key unlocking your body's natural fat-burning potential. They amplify thermogenesis and instantly improve your body's ability to burn calories without storing them as fat. First, she introduced me to Dr. Mei Lin, a lead medical researcher at the prestigious Chinese Academy of Medical Sciences. Dr. Lin recommended a special part of the puzzle, something called Himalayan mountain ginger. And it turns out that this rare ginger variety contains compounds that have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. Himalayan mountain ginger has been proven in dozens of studies to improve metabolism and reduce cravings by up to 54%. But here's what makes it really special. Scientists have also found that this mountain ginger specifically mimics the effects of those expensive GLP-1 medications while balancing serotonin and dopamine levels. It's like first activating thermogenesis, then eliminating the cravings that sabotage your efforts. Now, I'm talking about a dual action approach that transforms how your body processes food. And a groundbreaking 2019 study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology proved Himalayan mountain ginger can enhance fat burning like nothing else in nature, with participants who chewed it regularly losing up to 5% of their body weight per week. Himalayan mountain ginger is also extremely supportive of blood sugar function, meaning it can stop those sugar spikes that are extremely dangerous to your health. While the antioxidants in this species of ginger has been shown repeatedly to drastically reduce joint pain and arthritic pain by up to 85% in clinical trials. Then I got connected to Dr. Ananya Patel from Mumbai's Center for Traditional Medicine, who told me about a remarkable ceremonial green tea that's specially grown in rural southern India. You won't find this powerful tea in your local grocery store. It's a special variety that's loaded with natural compounds called catechins. Now, multiple clinical studies published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences have documented these catechins' ability to directly support healthy fat metabolism. It's also highly effective at increasing fat oxidation, your body's ability to burn fat, by up to 17% when combined with pisonephrine. Several clinical trials show this ceremonial green tea supports liver health, improves energy levels, and helps maintain steady fat burning throughout the day. Looking at all this data, I realized that what I had uncovered was about much more than just losing weight. Now, this was something that could rejuvenate every single system affected by our excess weight. Our metabolism, our joints, our energy levels, our cardiovascular system, and even our mental clarity. This could give us back the energy we had before weight gain set in, and the freedom to enjoy life without constant worry about calories. It could save lives, but only if we were able to share this with the public without being stopped. And this became our biggest fear. We worried, what if the giant weight loss companies or billion-dollar diet industry found out that we knew how to activate thermogenesis and trigger 24/7 fat burning? I mean, how would they try to silence us to keep this breakthrough hidden? We knew we had to move fast. So Dr. Mendez and I searched everywhere for top quality, trustworthy suppliers of Seville orange peel extract and the other rare compounds and extracts from around the world. For over 6 months, I hunkered down in my lab, mixing and matching, testing more than 170 different blends, adjusting each tiny detail until I found a single potent combination that was over 7 times more powerful than the original thermogenic diet of the people of Carmona. First, it cost a fortune, over $1,100 just to cover a single month's portion. But Dr. Mendez called in old favors, negotiated in bulk, and soon the price dropped without cutting quality. Then Dr. Mendez reached out to a world-class FDA-registered manufacturing facility here in the US. They agreed to blend our precious ingredients into one safe, easy-to-swallow capsule you could just take once each morning. No messy powders or gritty mixes that rush through your system. Each tiny capsule slowly released its thermogenic power all day, activating fat burning even while you sleep. And as soon as our first batch arrived, my wife Jenny began her journey. We told her, no need to cut out the foods you love. Keep enjoying bread, pasta, even your favorite desserts. She hesitated, feeling guarded. After all those ineffective diets and years of being told you're not trying hard enough and that weight gain is all your fault, and who wouldn't be cautious, right? But just hours later, she said she felt this warm sensation spread through her body. Not jittery or strange, just calm and steady energy. She knew somehow that this time was different. The next morning, she stepped on the scale and saw she'd lost 2 pounds overnight, but she brushed it off as a fluke. Until the next day when the scale dropped again, 3 pounds, then another 2, then another 4. Day after day, the numbers kept falling. She worried it was too fast, too good to be true. But Dr. Mendez and I reassured her that this was safe and natural. Now, within weeks, her weight had decreased from a concerning 197 to a healthy 158. Every weigh-in showed improvement like clockwork. She slept deeply and woke up refreshed. Her mind felt sharper. No more brain fog or afternoon crashes. Friends and family gasped, wondering what miracle she'd found. She couldn't stop smiling and her energy was through the roof. Instead of canceling plans due to fatigue or joint pain, my wife now felt free to live fully again. On our summer vacation to the beach, she played with our children all day, keeping up with ease, no longer winded or needing to rest every few minutes. Her complexion became clearer, her confidence improved, and the pain in her knees disappeared. She carried herself with a confidence I hadn't seen in years. Instead of dreading her meeting up with her girlfriends or shopping for clothes, she faced each day with excitement, happy in her own revitalized body. I tried it too. Each morning I swallowed 1 tiny capsule. I didn't change what I ate, and yet my waistline rapidly went from expanding to shrinking. In a short time, my energy improved and those midday slumps vanished completely. Whenever my wife and I looked at each other, we'd smile, knowing we'd discovered something truly life-changing. Our family became closer and more tight-knit than ever. It was like the shadow had been lifted from all of us now that we no longer worried about Jenny's health. It seemed so simple after all those wasted years believing that managing weight had to be painful and complicated. All it took was 1 tiny capsule each morning, a glass of water, and then going about our day without constant worry about calories. Now the only thing my wife had to worry about was shopping for an entirely new wardrobe in a much smaller size. And her other health markers were incredible too. Her vital signs, heart rate, blood sugar, blood pressure, they all looked like she'd rolled back the clock. Her mood soared, and I hadn't seen her this confident and vibrant since before her children were born. And best of all, the tests showed clearly her thermogenic resistance was gone, and her metabolism was fully activated, burning 5 times more fat than before, effortlessly processing calories that had once been stored as dangerous visceral fat.
After years of struggling, we finally found the solution that we knew we had to share this secret with you and everyone else struggling with stubborn weight gain. But we also knew that just me and my husband alone weren't enough proof that it would work for every single person struggling with weight issues. So we posted an online call to find participants with stubborn weight gain or obesity. And we told folks that it didn't matter if they'd been struggling for 5 months or 15 years. We wanted to see if this discovery would work for them. The response was amazing. 628 men and women ages 35 to 72, each dealing with weight issues from 20 to over 100 pounds of excess weight, signed up. And we sent half of them a supply of these special morning capsules and half placebo. We asked them, don't change their diets. Don't start new exercise routines. Just go about your day. And then we waited.
A few weeks later, the results rolled in. And what we saw blew our minds. Scan after scan showed their bodies were in a complete state of thermogenic fat burning. Every single person had at least twice, sometimes 5 times better fat oxidizing metabolism, meaning they were burning calories at double, even quintuple the normal efficiency. 94% lost at least 21 pounds in 90 days. The average weight loss was 32 pounds. Some saw their weight normalize completely to their ideal healthy range. The other 6% still saw improvements of around 27% and were absolutely thrilled. They felt free, able to eat what they wanted, live without constant calorie counting, and face each day with energy and confidence for the first time in years.
My name is Maria, and I lost 41 pounds in just 11 weeks. Before this, I've been struggling for years, trying every diet imaginable, doing sketchy detoxes and cleanses I saw on TikTok, even those $1,300 per month weight loss injections, and literally nothing had worked long term. This was different. Within days, I felt my energy returning, my cravings disappearing, and my clothes fitting looser. It feels incredible to live without fear of health complications. My doctor was shocked when my metabolic panel came back normal for the first time in like 15 years.
My name is James, and I lost 36 pounds and 5 inches off my waist. For years, I felt like I'd let myself and my family down. I was always tired, constantly hiding my bare belly, and worried about every photo taken of me. This changed everything. Not only did my weight normalize, but my joint pain vanished, and I'm sleeping better than I have in decades. Now, my golf buddies keep asking me what my secret is. And my grandkids, they love that I can play with them for hours without getting exhausted.
My name is Sarah, and I lost 29 pounds. Even better though, I ditched the constant exhaustion and fatigue that had been weighing me down, and now I have consistent energy all day. I even stopped worrying about every little thing that I eat, and I've even noticed that my skin looks healthier and younger. The best part, I feel like a normal person again, not someone just struggling with their weight.
Now you've seen how my wife turned her life around and completely transformed her body and health. And you've heard from some of the participants in our study who've achieved jaw-dropping improvements just like hers. And now we've confirmed the results with over 87,400 mothers, fathers, and grandparents. Many who said that their weight normalized so effortlessly, it was like magic. And today, we want you to experience this for yourself, which is why I couldn't be more proud and excited to introduce you to Citrus Burn, the world's first and only 100% natural solution, scientifically proven to target the root cause of your weight problems, the thermogenic resistance that prevents your body from burning fat. Inside each capsule is a patent-pending proprietary formula containing 7 rare, high-quality, exotic botanicals, proven to work on the biological level, quickly activate thermogenesis and restore your body's natural ability to burn fat, transforming your metabolism and helping you maintain healthy weight 24/7, even while you're sleeping or after enjoying your favorite foods, revitalizing your energy levels while at the same time supporting your joints, cardiovascular system, and overall metabolic health. There's no diet plan or amount of exercise that can do what Citrus Burn can. In fact, because Citrus Burn targets the root cause of your weight issues, research has shown that with Citrus Burn, you can actually enjoy your favorite foods again without worry. Pasta, bread, even desserts. Yes, you can eat them all guilt-free. It took the almost divine coordination of a groundbreaking scientific discovery in the Andalusian countryside, breakthrough extraction technologies, and the dedicated research of multiple doctors and scientists across the globe to develop it, which is why there's never been anything like Citrus Burn before. And it's why it's really no surprise that thousands upon thousands of men and women have all reported the same things. Significant weight loss, all-day energy with no crashes, dramatically improved appearance, and a complete transformation in their health using Citrus Burn. Today, it's your turn. It's your turn to take control of your weight. It's your turn to feel not only healthy, but excited to live life on your own terms. And it's your turn to enjoy meals with family and friends, step on the scale with confidence, or shop for clothes without embarrassment. Just a few short weeks from now. Getting your weight under control literally couldn't be any easier. And just in case you follow a specific diet or have food allergies, you'll be happy to know that Citrus Burn is 100% all natural, vegetarian, non-GMO, and gluten-free. And it contains no added fillers, preservatives, artificial colors, or stimulants of any kind. Citrus Burn is formulated using only the purest pharmaceutical-grade ingredients, sourced from the pristine Andalusian countryside and other premium locations worldwide. It's processed in a sterile, state-of-the-art, FDA-approved facility, which is GMP certified, which stands for Good Manufacturing Practices. Now, this certification means we follow the strictest safety protocols to ensure the quality and effectiveness of every batch of Citrus Burn.